Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while, but here we are. But first, mom life, as always, taking a toll. But we are back for our newest episode. But first, with Tommy.
And Kyle. Hi, guys. And we're so excited because we got one of my friends who we've become closer internet friends, which I think is so funny. Courtney and I work together at Barstool Sports. We work together weekly. The entire time that I worked there, we never met in real life. We still have not met in real life,
It's
but
great.
we both left Barstool in our different ways. And we connected, and I think I posted or you did, I don't remember, but I was like, oh, I'm due with Finn on this date, and you're like, I'm due 1 week earlier. And so
Yes.
our entire pregnancy we were like, what's happening here, what are you doing with this, what are you, and then postpartum we were both just like, how are you doing this, what are you doing with this? And I just felt so grateful to have you all the time. Like, my husband knows exactly who you are. When I say Courtney, he's like, oh, Courtney, yes, with Declan. Yes, of course. And I think that's so just precious. But she has an amazing Gimme Lash business. I'll let her tell you everything. She lives in New York City, and her Instagram has been popping off. Like, you used to do funny, like, hot girl things, which I think you still are a hot girl. Like, I'm not taking that away from you. But
Thanks,
you're
Kyle.
doing like funny mom things now on your Instagram. And I think that's like, we should just jump in there. But yeah, we're just so excited to have you. You're our, how many guests? You're our third, well, like
Third, I think.
third podcast guest. I mean, we had like a
Ooh,
people, but yeah,
okay. So I feel very lucky then because I'm the
no,
top three.
we're
We're lucky to have you.
we're lucky to have you. We're
Oh,
happy.
I'm so excited. Yeah, I think it's so funny that we never met in person. I always think about that because we're so connected.
Yeah,
And I appreciate you so much. And my husband also knows. I'm like, oh, my friend Kyle, and he's like, knows exactly
we
everything
go.
because it's so crazy. We live this like parallel life,
Yeah,
but never met in person.
yeah,
Still think that's crazy.
yeah.
But yeah, so I've got my lash company I started in like 2021. We launched called Gimme Lash, and I've been doing that with like my full-time job forever. And then I still have it going, but I've kind of like simmered down a little bit now that I'm a mom because I just realized I had too much going on. I was like, what am I doing? Like I need to
Yeah.
like chill. So it's kind of running its thing, but now it's like my job full time. I have to commute 3 days a week, and it was just like with motherhood, with the business, with the social media, which it kind of like the social media just started happening because like Kyle, like I was doing the hot girl videos, and then it's like mom world is so different and it's like so niche and relatable, and I just started like a couple like things and it just started taking off, and I was like, this is super relatable and really easy to make because
Yeah.
it's my life, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Well, I think there's the one of my favorites was like something about the your like coffee table and like switching up the coffee table.
Yes.
And I was like, yes, I just did this too. But like all the comments are, oh my God, I have to do this, or this is my next step. And I know you have haters, but I think haterade is like the way to keep yourself quenched on the internet, unfortunately. Like, any hate comment is
Yeah.
still a comment. So, like, whatever. But
And
yeah,
those are the For ones who sure. like want to be super engaging with you. So, you know what I mean? Like it's people taking the time
yeah,
to leave that nasty stuff. It's like you are literally helping my brand. So thank you so much.
yeah,
Exactly. The engagement, good, bad engagement, it's still engagement. Still So it
yeah.
doesn't engagement. matter.
Yeah. Yeah,
Exactly.
my husband with his social media has blown up in the last like 2 years, and at first he was having like crippling anxiety because he's not an extroverted person at all, and they were people just like straight up just shitting on him, and he realized, like, I had to tell him, I was like,
What? How could you hit like what is he even doing that's like someone could hate on it?
working out, and like like people were like, you definitely don't wear jeans and work boots when you work out, this is like for the internet. And I had to comment back, like, as his wife, I've literally bought him the no bull and like special shorts and stuff, and he never wore them. He wears his work boots and jeans, and then we got a sponsorship with the work boot company. I tagged them.
Wait, I'm dead.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. But Yeah, I think the internet, I Tommy and I have only had a small glimpse of this. I'm sure you have had much more. I've seen your some of your latest videos where you like bring up all the comments of the people because I think just trash and I think just like let's make fun of them. But I've had my little one troll weird situation happen on one of my try on videos, which I'm not trying to be an influencer. Like I do that because I also pull together outfits and I was just like, oh, let's record this. And like I dance around and I put on music and I do it for myself. And I happen to post it. And I one day got like all these people that just got so annoyed by me and were like young and I was just like younger than me and they were like making fun of me and I was just like, but why are you commenting on this? So I put it on, I love the green stories, like that we can do the green story thing.
What
And
green story? What are you talking about?
the
Like the
green,
green screen where you like,
no,
oh no?
no. I don't,
What are you
oh,
talking
the
about?
close friends. I just call them green
Oh,
story.
oh, oh.
The green story close friends. So I put it on there and I was like, ladies, we need to attack these bitches. Green stories, no?
Wait a minute. Well, I now I know what you mean, but
Now I know, but I would never call.
you're kind of. I think you're aging yourself or something. Like,
She's old. Yeah. Just continues to be old lady. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, we're all on the social medias. Your social medias blowing the F up. You're posting Declan, which I want to ask you because I've been
Let's talk
seeing
about that.
yeah, because Tommy does not post her daughter James at all.
hmm
Brittany, you post Declan all the time. I
yeah.
post Finn whenever I post because I haven't been social mediaing in a while. But and John is like, do we want to post him? I've just watched this. I think it was. I'm gonna screw up which country it was. I want to say it's like Sweden or something, or Ireland, maybe.
hmm
Totally different. But they had done like a ad about
It was Ireland. I
what
saw
was it
that.
Ireland, right? And it was like all these random strangers coming up to you and your daughter at the mall, like saying, "Oh,
Oh,
is
I saw
Declan
this. I
doing
saw
so great
this.
at gymnastics?" And I was like, I don't know her." So it's like I'm curious from your perspective because obviously you're posting. I am too. Like, there's no fear for you, or is there?
I think there's a little bit like one way living in New York, like you're in a big giant building, right? It's not like it's my home address because like, sometimes I film like you can see out the window and stuff, so people are like, "Oh my God." But I'm like I have like a lot of security. So in one way it's like you feel secure in that sense. And also it's not like I'm like, here's my front door, you know what I mean? Or like if I'm in a house and I'm like alone or something, right? And I feel like there's creeps everywhere
Yeah.
and they're out on the street anyway. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like when I walk down the street in New York City, like I know that there's creeps everywhere. So I think that kind of like sometimes I'm a little bit like I'm more careful. I used to post I feel like Kylie, you remember my like alternate street parking?
Yes, all the
Like I
time.
posted that a
The
lot
street
more and it was like
sweeping.
yes, and it was like street signs and like even my license plate was in it. But then once I started to blow up, I was like, okay, I'm not like I don't want to show like street signs and where like that kind of thing like too personal. So I think that is one thing. And then also I don't ever post like actually like in real time. So I'm always posting later. Like if I'm somewhere or doing something, like I'm never posting where I
Yeah.
actually am
Yeah.
because that freaks me out. And I never tag locations unless it's like general. Even when I'm on vacation, I'm like super weird about that. But like I kind of gone back and forth with the originally before I had Declan, I was not gonna post him. And then everyone was like, he's so cute, he should be a model. And then I was like, what's the difference of me getting him on print, modeling somewhere, and him on social media? So like I kind of went back and forth with it and I'm like, he's out in public anyway. You know what I mean? Like, and that's kind of where I'm like, I think though, to be honest, I don't want to be sexist, but I think if I had a girl, not sexist, whatever it is, but I think if I had a girl, it would be a little bit different.
Oh, because you would feel
See,
more uncomfortable because it's, yes, okay,
okay,
You know
obviously.
what
that's
I mean?
my, yeah, and like the point, like my fear isn't necessarily as much like location based or like worrying about, like, I don't really want somebody to be able to like pull, okay, notice like this face goes with this grown up. Like, I don't
Yeah,
like that idea. But what scares me the most is AI.
that's what I was
I
gonna
don't
say.
I don't want anyone to have my, and I think it's a girl thing. Like, I don't want her face to be available
Hmm.
for somebody to like screenshot and like have on AI. Like, that freaks me
It's
out.
disgusting that we have to think this
I
way.
know.
We're
I
just
know.
our little precious bundles of joy that we just are
I
just so
know.
excited to.
Right. I want to share her face all the time. It's so
Yeah,
cute. I want everyone to look at it and love it. But like,
yeah.
I don't want the wrong people.
No, that's where I've been like, because I feel the same way. Like I've been doing a little bit more story and less like
Permanent.
yeah, permanent posts just because I've been like, well, no, not a lot of random strangers are watching my story. So I feel like a little, not the greed stories either, guys. But I feel like the permanent post, like I'm I'm apprehensive, and it's a little less apprehensive than I probably would be if it was a girl. But if you've ever watched The Sound of Freedom, predators don't
Yeah,
know what
I know.
they are, and it's like, you know. Yeah.
I feel like I go, so it's easier to get, if you're posting, it's easier to get their photo, right? But have you ever seen videos of like those creeps taking photos like in public? You know
True.
what I mean? Like they've like
Oh,
taken pictures of like women up their skirts and things. So
oh
I'm like,
yeah.
it's like, so, part of me is also like thinks about that. And I think even like, I forget who was telling me this, but I don't know if your kids or if you're planning to put your kids in school, but the company that takes your kids' photos owns those photos.
I saw this. I saw this.
Yeah.
Ew.
So like I at some point I think I've like let go of that fear
Control.
and I'm
Yeah.
just like I have to like I want to live. There's if somebody is disgusting, they can literally, there's baby gap or something, they go, or kids gap, they take the picture there. You know what I mean? So like
Right.
for me I was like I would love Declan to model or be, a little child actor. He's a little star. So I'm like there's no difference from social media to print and public. That's kind of how I've been thinking about it. But it is like in the back of my head for sure because people are discussing.
Are you going to get him into like some star movements? Like what's happening? Are you working on it?
No, I applied or like I like submitted him to
Yeah.
some modeling thing and I never heard back because literally everyone is like, he's a Gerber baby. Oh my god, he's so
Oh my
cute.
God, the dimple, you know.
Yes, I know. I mean, obviously, I think he's the cutest because he's mine, as we all think our
Of
kids
course.
are the. So I'm like, am I biased? I don't know if he's actually the cutest ever, but no one got back to me. So like, probably not. I don't know. I'm like,
No.
he's a social media star. You know what I mean?
You
Like,
know? Hey, there's a lot of them out there that are doing quite well as social media stars, so I feel like new
Yeah, that might just be the way to go. You know what I mean? Like,
fudge the
yeah,
apple, say goodbye.
I don't have to go drive to like, some place and him sit there while like they photo shoot. I just do it in my house and
Yeah.
then I'm
Yeah.
good.
Okay, so with all the like hate comments that you have gotten, I mean, you have a lot of fun people that definitely love you. What is your mentality against that? Like, what's a coping mechanism so you don't get like super pissed off and like want to burn down the internet? And then what's your way of just like dealing, I guess?
So, coping, most of the time, I really don't read them. Like, honestly, once something starts to blow up, there'll be like some videos when before they're like viral, like you can read a bit, but then it gets to the point where it's like thousands of comments where you're like, I can't even comb through this if I wanted to. So, a lot of times I'm like, I start reading and then I kind of don't. So, I think like when a video starts and I start getting a little hate, sometimes I'll respond, but I really think I'm I don't know. I kind of just brush it. Like I don't take it personally. I see it on everybody else's videos too,
Yeah.
and sometimes I respond because I'm just like, you're stupid. Like let me respond to you, and then I'm like, okay, it's exhausting. Like it's too much, and I kind of let it go. And I think I play into caring a bit. Like on some of the posts that I've made, I'm like, here's the comments that I'm getting and the hate, but I'm like, I'm really not taking it to heart. I don't feel like the only thing I would say that bothered me recently, and you saw Kyla probably, I was posting a lot, is like people's comments just generalizing hating kids.
Yes.
Like that was just more
Don't
like,
bring them
what
to a
is this
restaurant.
world?
What?
Yeah.
Are we not
Like
supposed
don't bring them
to
in
sit?
public.
What is that? That is so strange.
Yeah,
That's
that,
bizarre.
Don't
yeah.
She had comments that were like, "Don't bring your child to a restaurant," and I was like, "I'm sorry,
Mhm.
my child
What?
sits
Like,
in like I want to go out to eat sometimes, and he can come with us, and he is this Finn is like the star of a restaurant. Like he
I
waits
know, I
on
feel like it makes everybody's day and like
yes,
experience
he's
and
like
is like
so happy.
a very common like like something to like break like a social topic. Like
And
there's such a
travel.
good
Yes,
buffer. Like
it's a good test run into the real world, I feel like, is like going to
Yeah.
so like a of course of course you live in New York City, so the restaurants you go to are going to be, nice and, could be people are on vacation. But where I live, I go to this like, local like Italian
the
spot.
old diner.
No, no, it's not a diner. It's
And you're making everybody's day, all those like older people.
Yes.
yes. Yes, we have waiters and waitresses that know Finn. They're like, "Oh, my baby's here." And it's like, "Yeah, he's growing up at the Italian spot."
Aw, yeah. I mean, I do think some people are just not that miserable in person, or there's like so the people that comment their misery
Yeah.
are like more likely to comment. So it's not like it's a small population, but you see more
Yes.
of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yes. Like people like that really just, and the thing is, I feel like no matter what you say, it's like they want to be miserable with you. So they're not there to hear your opinion on changing their mind. That's not
Yep,
what they're there for. They're there
exactly.
for to make you miserable because they're miserable. Like
Yes.
that's so you're never going to win, I feel like.
I just think, and I've been saying this like to John and some of my friends, I really believe that people are just a, extra unhappy lately. And I don't know what it is exactly. And if we just maybe need to get into this new year and just a lot of raw nerve people like they are a raw nerve, and I feel that this to my core. I will go out at any point and I just stumble upon a great number of people that are just unhappy. And I
Yeah.
think when you get that kind of group of people, and let's face it, I mean, there's a lot in the economy that's making people have hard times and misery and job loss and whatever. But I think you put those people behind, I call them keyboard crusaders, and then they become these little keyboard monsters and are just like,
Yep.
they spew this anger out on you. And maybe they get like a 5-second dopamine hit out of thinking they
Mm.
made you feel like shit. But I really think there's just an extra dose of misery right now, for at least
Totally.
in the US. People just being bummed
I think
about
it's
life.
like they don't have like fulfillment. Like I think relationships, I don't know, like maybe it's dating is different nowadays. Some people maybe aren't, they don't have I also think like if you don't have a family, like you don't know that there's like so much fulfillment in that, like having
Yeah.
children and things. And I just think maybe people are just don't have, maybe like you said, they don't have like either they don't have a job or they don't have something like they enjoy doing, or they're struggling financially. They also are in social media, they see people, they think everybody's like having this wonderful life,
Yeah.
Yes. I feel like
and
that's it
they're
too, that overstimulation of just like access to energy. And you have to imagine like the stuff that you're interacting with or whatever, that's like like you're picturing somebody's explore page, right? Because that's
yeah,
what they're liking, that's what they're interacting with. There's content out there, I'm sure, that miserable people attract, and like they
Mhm.
just ingest misery all day long, and that's energetically like that's what they're attracting into their life, and so that's what they're putting out.
yeah,
Whereas if you're a bit more selective about who you follow and what you're engaging with,
Yeah.
that shows what, and that's what it kind of attracts into your life, if
yeah,
you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I
totally.
don't
It's like
know.
misery loves company, so it's
Yes.
just like
Cyclical. I don't know
mhm.
what algorithm I bopped on, but I'm pumped on mine. I've got like old Andy Milonakis showing up and
That's hilarious.
like 2010s humor coming back into my life, and I just keep liking it because I'm like, keep it coming. This is
Yeah.
the
This is
vibe.
the good stuff.
Oh
My
my
Yeah.
like
god.
for you page is almost looks like my brand. It's pastels, it's even like the graphically font looks
Yeah.
like stuff that I
Really?
like.
That's crazy.
Isn't that nice?
It's
It
nice.
gets oddly specific.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like anytime I see a millennial thing, I'm like
Mhm.
2010s, like
Yep,
anything
yep.
Hillary Duff, like I'm like making Instagram my own personal millennial palace.
Make
Like,
Instagram your bitch. Like, you actually feed me what I know I want. You don't think,
and then like some smutty fairy stuff,
yes.
peppered in.
Yes.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
I want to sit behind your screen real quick and
Oh
just
my God.
watch.
Speaking of a For You page, did this happen to you guys?
Okay.
When I was pregnant, before I announced, I was liking a lot of pregnancy things, and people found out I was pregnant through that.
No.
They were asking around, and my sister-in-law was like,
How did they know
people,
you? Oh, because you were liking,
They
were
yeah,
you
like
because it said
liking
like,
stuff?
why?
yes. And it was like something about like being sick in the first trimester or like having no energy. And I was like, oh my God. So I had to literally
Crazy.
and then I saw another girl liking stuff too, and turns out she came out like just announced her pregnancy, and I was like, oh my God. Like
That's
it's like
not,
you're outed.
I knew it.
Because now it shows people you follow what they like, which is so funny. I used that in a totally different context this morning. I'm a Harry Potter geek, and
Harry Potter.
Yeah,
you do?
we all do.
My gosh. Okay, why am I not sending you guys my Harry Potter videos? I saw a funny Harry Potter video and I'm like, who can I send this to? Like, who's gonna laugh at this as hard as I? Oh,
Wait,
hi.
Courtney, was it your video of you twerking?
Yes. I was
You
gonna
woke
say I
up.
literally have a Harry Potter video.
Guys,
That's amazing. So now I'm gonna send it to you guys. But I saw my friend Timmy like a Harry Potter post, and I was like, oh, good, I can send it to him.
I
Kyle, you literally have a tattoo.
yes.
Can you guys hear?
Yeah, James.
I have a child lock on her door, and this is the first time that she's just opened her door. So I'll go play now. Okay.
She wants to go play
Oh,
now. So,
I can mute myself for a little bit.
oh, do whatever we feel is right. I mean, we're real moms. This is real.
This,
know.
yeah, this is the real life. Like,
Mute it, and you pop in when you want to. So, okay, yeah, definitely Harry Potter nerd. If you want to see Courtney, is that still on your Instagram somewhere? We should like
Yes.
have it as a
It
yeah,
was
can
from
we
like
pin that? And I need to see it.
yes.
Can I tell you guys about the video? Okay, the video that I saw today was like Hagrid and Slughorn, 37 beers deep after Aragon gets killed, and it was Jack Black in that Paul Rudd video where they're wearing the dragon singing Nickelback.
Yeah.
Oh my, I lost it. Like sometimes the internet really is magical.
No,
It's a great
it
place.
really.
Magic. Also, what is with Paul Rudd not aging? Like he doesn't age, right, guys? Like he's just
Yeah.
a beautiful, perfect Paul Rudd from Clueless forever.
I don't understand. Clueless and Friends also.
Oh, Friends. Wait,
He was in Friends. He was like
Who's
Phoebe's
Phoebe's boyfriend, right?
Yes. And he looked exactly the same.
who's he married to? Because gosh, she's lucky.
I don't know, actually.
Paul
Is he
Rudd.
married? He's too young to be married. No, I'm kidding.
He like reverse ages,
Is he
I
like?
feel
Is
like.
he Benjamin Button? Is he like 60 or is he in his
No way.
No, he's not that old.
He can't
50s?
be that old.
He might be like 50.
50s.
Okay, he's perfect. Perfect Paul Rudd. Okay, Courtney. What do you want to? Oh, we didn't. Tommy, we didn't start with the best first question. Okay, our podcast is called But First, and so the question is, did you have any but first issues that happen postpartum, like in your postpartum or pregnancy journey? You know what we talk about
What happened with your butt? Is what we're getting at.
with your bum, because that's why we
Yes.
named the podcast But First.
Wait, really? I did not know that's what.
Yes.
Okay,
Me and Kyle talking about our butts and our tailbones out to lunch at
Wait a
12
minute.
p.m. We're like,
And I call him Liam Hemsworth. Those are my,
Wait, that's
internal.
actually that's a nice name because
Yeah.
okay, so Kyle would text me about them, and she's like, "Do you have Liam Hemsworth?" And I'm like, Or right, Liam Hemsworth."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yes, I do." And she's like, "So what are we doing about them?" I'm like, "I think we just have to accept them.
And
Like
I was
this
like,
is part of
no.
life."
every guest we've had has been like, Kyle talks to me about my butt. Texts I mean,
This is just
No,
part of my personality.
this is so TMI, but I'm gonna say it. So like literally my sister told me, she's like, you should take some like not laxatives, but like what the heck are they
Colace or
called?
something.
What
Colace.
is it?
Colace, like a stool softener.
Yeah, like a stool
Yeah.
softener, like in your third trimester, like, whatever. And I didn't listen. And I basically was like giving birth for an hour. Like I've never in my life had like such it was the worst thing that I ever experienced in my entire life
Your
just to go to the
postpartum
bathroom.
poop. Your postpartum poop.
It wasn't postpartum, it was pregnancy. It was third
No,
trimester pregnancy. It
no,
was awful. It was
no.
awful. No,
What?
I've never experienced anything like that.
Oh my God, because your system was just like changing so drastically.
And I think I had like pressure. I don't know. It was like just so much. And it was so, I was literally like,
Oh my God,
I
you
was
were
working
so
from
big
home.
and
Thank
so
God.
uncomfortable, probably. Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. That was probably like the worst thing of my entire life. And my sister said I think it happened to her one time. And that's why she was like, you should take, the stool softeners. And I just was like, no, this won't happen to me. Like I eat like well and like I don't have problems going to the bathroom. And then I was like a fucking hour. I called like Jonathan, I was crying and I was on the toilet and I'm like, can you get me cold brew iced coffee so I could get things going?
wait,
Wait.
both
No, it
your
was like,
husband's names are John?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Also, so I remember being like, what are we doing? How are we doing this? And you just saying, I remember like texting you and being like, help. Like, we've been through this whole thing together. Like, what are we doing? And you were like, I think we just deal with them. And I'm pretty sure I cried after I read that text. So I was
That's
like,
really all you can do
because I
is
was
like,
like, I can't,
Yeah.
I can't, I can't have
Can't, I mean, you gotta like surgically
yeah.
handle it.
Oh, I looked
And
into it. I went to a doctor. Luckily, like it
ma-
was just really bad postpartum and like we've quelled the trauma that was there, but I had that what you're saying, but postpartum after my C-section,
really,
I couldn't push and I was like on the toilet for like an hour at like 3 o'clock in the morning post breastfeeding and my husband
my
like
God.
I was going oh, like, and my husband was like, "What is wrong with you?" And I was like, "It hurts so bad." He was like, "You're being a baby. Like, stop. You just have to poop." And I was like, "You don't understand." Because you can't, I
Oh, wait.
had a C-section. Tommy, you didn't. You, neither of you guys did. Okay, so you just like can't
Mm-mm.
push afterwards. I don't know if like you can't cough, you can't like choke on food, which all things I did. You can't like do anything. It hurts. So I'm trying to go on the toilet without pushing a thing that hurt so bad. Finally came out and my husband came in and was like, I have to see what this is like after all is said and done.
Stop.
He was like,
There's no way.
I want to see what all this drama was. And he looked down, he was like, oh my God, do you need to go to the hospital? Are you okay? And I was like, yeah, so I told you it hurt. Now I'm going to bed.
My husband would never in a million years, like, he doesn't want to hear about any of that.
No,
Definitely not see it.
we're very close. We're a little too close.
I've like gone back and forth about like it's so interesting like the two totally different like it's either I feel like all like all you share all you look all you like nothing or it's just like nope and like I feel like it's one or the other there's no like oh some it's like no it's either like you might as well live down there or like
Well, I've been like a gassy girl my whole life, and there was no way around me farting. Like, I couldn't not fart in front of a significant other. I would be sick. I'd be very sick. So, like, I
you
had,
farted in front of all your boyfriends.
yeah,
Oh,
I've had,
no.
I'm gonna
I
say
don't,
this because I have a great booty. It's a little smaller now, but I can claim this. Two different people have said I would suck a fart out of your butt.
there's no possible way. I've never heard anything like that
I've
in my
never
life.
heard someone say it. Someone said it to me, and I was like,
Two
that's weird.
people.
And then someone else said it to me, and I was like,
Ew.
how is it happening twice?
Oh my God. That's
Fart fetishes. Didn't know.
Wow.
Wow is
This
right.
should be interesting on the algorithm.
Well, what I was gonna say was before that, I will say I've shared more pregnancy when I was pregnant and postpartum than I ever did with him before because I did obviously then you don't have a choice, right? Like
You
you're
have to.
just
You have
you have to, but like I don't
you don't
fart
want
in
to
front of
know.
him.
You don't want to know about what happens with his situation.
No, he's him. He does his thing. I'm not like I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of used to that. Girls don't fart to him.
Oh, Lord help us. I could never survive one of those men.
I just met another couple that was like that. She's like, they're getting married, and like, she's like, I've never, like, he has never like, known that I pooped. I'm like,
Yeah, but that until that was me for a while until not like didn't know, but like it wasn't like we explicitly talked about it. But then it was like after my whole pregnancy situation where I was literally on the toilet for an hour and I couldn't go to the bathroom, like things got very vivid and in discussion.
Oh my God. I'm just not very ladylike, I suppose.
are we just realizing that? Do we think?
Yeah, probably. But that's why I have a boy. I mean, I could never have done girl things, I don't think, because I've got boy energy with the name Kyle. I guess it's just kind of like ingrained in there.
Wait, so do you want more
Oh.
kids?
Okay, so that's a great question. So I had one of our friends who was on the podcast recently. She brought her baby over when he was baby, and I held him and I sobbed and I was like, "What is happening?" And I was like, "Maybe I do want another one, but I'm terrified." And it turns out I think I was just very hormonal. I don't ever want to carry another baby. I know that for certain. Like I mentally, physically, it was just so much for I have health OCD. So like for me that was like the worst thing you could possibly do to me was like get me pregnant because it's so out of my control. I can't fix any of that. But
Yeah.
we've been talking, and I actually reached out to a fostering group in this area thinking about potentially adopting, but we want to wait till Finn's a little bit older still, anyways.
Yeah.
His
Oh,
time.
that's so
That's so
beautiful.
exciting, Kyle.
Thanks. Yeah, it's still like I don't know, like not it's I
But
wanna
it's a sparkle. It's a
it's
little
a
sparkle.
sparkle. It's a thread, but it's like our house is not built to have another kid in it yet. So it's like, okay, we'd have to figure out what that looks like. And it should be a lot of change. But Courtney, do you guys?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
It's just a matter of when.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, part of me, like, honestly, until Declan was like sleeping through the night, I was like, I can't imagine again. But we've always wanted like a bigger family.
Yeah.
So now
You
that
guys
he's
went through it with him sleeping though.
oh my God, 13, it wasn't until 13 months that he actually slept through the night. It was like and I was nursing, which literally I went to the doctor because I was like, what is wrong with him? Why won't he sleep? It was like every hour, 2 hours for 13 months. And I was working and going into the office, and the two of us work, and it was just like insanity. And then literally the doctor's like, stop nursing. And I'm like, really? And she's like, stop nursing. And like after a week of not nursing, he finally slept through the night. It was crazy.
That's all it took. How did he
I'm a
do?
sleep trainer, mom, so
No, but like we tried. It did like he would cry for like and we eventually kind of so after I stopped breastfeeding then we were like okay, we're going to like let him kind of cry out a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it worked, but during nursing it was like he would be in our bed waking up like every hour, 2 hours. Like we were co-sleeping and he would still
yeah.
wake up crying and I'm like, "Bro."
Yeah. I was at like at 6 months, like she wasn't sleeping, and like I I just I could not physically or mentally
Yeah.
exist on that little sleep. I am such a sleep oriented person. Like I need sleep to like be not even a normal human being, but just even baseline functioning. I need 7 to 8 hours, and I wasn't getting that. And I was like, we got to figure something out. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know it's not for everyone, but it was so for me. Like,
I
So
know.
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, I did the sleep training too. We did taking care of babies, and like he's napping right now, and he'll probably nap until like 3 o'clock. And I just know he looks at me and says, "I want to go take," like he says nap. Today he looked at me and he said nap. And I was like,
No way.
got it, bud. And I'm like, let's freaking go. I know him, we're very, but I'm type A, so like I love a schedule and a routine, which means when things don't go on schedule and routine, though, I get screwed up. So like
Same.
I've been working on not freaking out when I have to like say out loud, like, you're not a little robot, you're a little person, like everything's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tommy, would you do another baby?
I'm in like I think one and done era of
Yeah.
my yeah, I mean, that's where I'm at right now,
Yeah, well, you're
for
single,
sure.
so that makes that like decision easy, right?
Yeah.
For you too.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it and this and but like I liked being pregnant, but I had like a really hard labor and delivery and um yeah, it's funny because I do like the idea of a big family. Like I've always wanted to be part of a big family, but I have a really, really big group of friends who have kids her age.
Yeah.
So
I
like
sat
we're not hard pressed for kids for her to hang out with or people to like spend time with or have parties and celebrations with. Like I am so fulfilled by my friends
Yeah.
and their kids. She's showing me a necklace actually that my friend Kristen, her girls made her. So like she has these two
Oh,
older, like they're like 4 and 6, and she loves them. They're like her big sisters. So to
Yeah.
me, like she's getting so much of that
Yeah. Yeah.
close relationship that like I don't feel like I'm depriving her of that, which
yeah.
makes it easier for me
I
too.
feel bad because we're so far away from both of our families. So even cousins are first of all 2.5 hours away no matter where, and older. The youngest closest cousin is 9. So it's like he's not gonna have that, which I feel bad about. And but you, Courtney, your sister has younger kids, right? So like,
She has a son. They're 15 months apart, my son and her son.
and does she want more kids too?
Yeah, she does. She does.
So she
Yeah,
can have cousins. Like that's perfect.
I know. And then I think actually I don't know if you know, but my husband's brother has two kids, and one is a month apart from Declan. No, 2 months apart, 2 months. And then his sister has a daughter, and she's 1 month apart because we were all pregnant at the same time.
Stop. I
So it
think
was
I
like,
do remember that at
yeah,
the
June,
baby
July,
shower, you were
August.
all pregnant together.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah. So he
God.
has four cousins, and they're close in age, and we all want more kids. So like, it's gonna be a big family, which
Your
is great. We
family
always
must
wanted.
be so, the grandparents must be just so excited.
Yeah, they are. Honestly, it went from one grandkid on one side to four in just that 1 year. And it was like Christmas looked very different the next year.
Wow.
And then now my parents too, like also there's two on that side. So like, yeah, it's awesome. It's crazy. It's
So
crazy, but good.
we live in such a different place than you. What's it been like raising, and then we'll probably try to wrap, but what's it been like raising your son in a city? Because we have no experience in like
Yeah.
city kid living.
I think that's the craziest. Like I admire you so much because the fact of like having to think about how to get to like a grocery store with a child,
Yes. I
like
think
that's
that
crazy.
it's funny because, well, like I do have my car and I go to Jersey a lot. So like there's part of that where it's like I feel like I'm not like your typical city mom. So a lot of things, like if we're gonna go do, I don't know, like we took him to a pumpkin patch, and that like we go to Jersey, right, and we drive, it's like
Yeah.
easy, right, it's just
Yeah.
like normal. It's more just about like parking on the street and walking and getting whatever. But I feel like honestly it's nice because in some ways like there's pros and cons. You can walk so many places. So like in the summer, it's like we go down by the river, we're at the park, go to the grocery store, you go to like the museums and all these things, and you could just walk there with your stroller. And it's actually like not that big of a hassle, right? And then like the playground, there's all these kids. Like he's like,
Wait, what about the subway, Courtney? Like, do you like
well, I don't take the subway.
You don't. Okay.
I don't take the subway.
Okay. I'm
I haven't
like,
taken the subway
imagine
since
like
like
trying to like
2019. Like,
okay. I'm like, imagine trying to like put the stroller, then put the thing, and then get
yeah.
that. I'm like, I could never. I'm
I
like
feel like
overstimulated thinking about it.
I would be looking at every person and assessing and being like, "You're gonna try to murder us. You're gonna try to kill
See,
us.
that's
You're gonna
why,
do this
yes,
one."
I think that's a different, that's why I feel like I'm not this like good example of actually living in the city because I'm so accessible from like a driving perspective to Jersey that when we want to go to like shopping or the mall or like whatever it is, like whatever thing we're doing, we literally drive there. Like
Yeah.
I have not stepped foot up, I would never, not that I would never, but like
I would
probably would
never.
never.
I would
Like
literally never. I'm so terrified of the subway. And no, I can't.
it's just like it's fine. It's one thing like if you're commuting like during commuting hours and you're like, that kind of thing. But it's more like with you had to take an elevator with like your kid and then it's like those are so gross.
Imagine how
And
many like them touching.
No,
yeah.
no.
Oh,
No, no. And it's just so like that is I admire all these people in this. But I do think there's a good amount of people in the city that like don't venture out too far from like where they live. Like they have a good neighborhood and they kind of like have their spots with their kids and that's what they kind of do. Like I don't know if obviously people take the subway with their kids, but I'm just saying like I think it's more about walking and like
Your
accessibility in the
neighborhood
city.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And grocery store, I mean it's honestly I do like delivery for
Yeah.
everything because
Me too.
it's way too much,
It's
you
the
know.
wave of the future. I mean, the company I work for is literally going to be using autonomous vehicles to deliver groceries to people.
Yes, I
Don't even have
saw
to have a
that.
person anymore. Yeah, crazy. But I don't I wouldn't be able to do the subway thing as a mommy. No, no.
I have to get you or send you. I'll send it to you, Courtney. There's a shoot, that reminds me, I have to send somebody else a book too. This book though is, do you know who Sam Brown is? She's a celebrity stylist.
I don't
She was
think
like
so.
on the Today Show. She was like one of their like normal stylists that popped on, but she wrote a book about her daughter and they lived in Manhattan and it's so cute about like them walking to lunch and the Met and like all these. It's just a really cute story about a New
Really?
York City mom. Yeah, I'll send you a copy.
Oh, and
It's
that's
so
actually
cute.
one thing I'll say. Again, I just started making a couple like videos about this because it's doing well. Like, I was so worried about living in the city when I was pregnant and like originally we were trying to like get out of the city and then we ended up staying. And it's like funny because Declan literally loves looking out the window. He sees like planes, helicopters, boats,
Oh,
fire trucks,
yeah.
even the cops on horses walk down our block. Like he loves that window and like I'm honestly like there's so much for him to see at all time. Like he's so excited about it and I'm like, "Oh my god, I love it here." Like for those, these reasons. There's pros and cons.
That is so funny because I have the same thing happening to me. Like I hated where I live and like was trying to move the 5 minutes after I moved into my husband's house. And then when we had Finn, because we live on a really main road.
Mhm.
When we had Finn, John built us a swing set. And so we were out on the swing set all the time. And on our main road, there's fire trucks, police cars, there's dump trucks and like
The
garbage.
boys love it.
He loves it. We go out there and count the cars and point out the colors of the cars. And it's like, okay, I hated living on a main strip, but now I see its benefit. I see that
Yes.
is like obsessed with the watching of everything that passes by. And I think that's so funny. So it's like we again parallel lives, also still on the hunt to find you the most gorgeous farmhouse because
Oh yeah, like you want me to move upstate.
okay.
So yeah, my farm life that
Yeah.
we want for me, but
Yeah.
it's never gonna happen
Yeah.
because my husband works in the city, so
Yeah.
like you're 2 hours away?
I'd say closer to, what do you think, Tommy? Are we like 3 hours away?
three
Two and a half.
hours? Yeah, not
And
happening,
then
Kyle.
adding Kyle in 3.
3 hours.
Not happening.
I know. It's a dream. We'll make that dream a reality someday. I'm gonna have someone move here. When I had this Christmas party over like earlier in December, and I was showing all the moms this beautiful house that was out here, and it's only like it's $300,000, which is
Oh
a
my God, it's
steal.
crazy.
It's like 8 bedrooms. It's like Victorian, gorgeous. Would be just like so incredible. And I was just like, see, guys, don't you want to move out here? And I was like advertising, like, come live here. Come, someone else come be here with me.
You're like, anybody, please. Yeah. I think mentally I'm like, I want to like have a farm, not animals, because I love animals, but I can't like deal with like but I'm like, I want like a farm, like garden and this and
Yeah.
that. And then I'm like, I'll have like a neighbor that has chickens,
Yeah.
but then I'm like, okay, we're never leaving this metro area because of our jobs. And like, realistically speaking, like, I would like it for a couple days and then I'd be like, when am I like, wearing
Where's
my
the
fresh
food?
outfit and
Yeah.
like going
Where's
out?
the
Like,
food? How do I go out? Like none of that
yeah,
exists here.
yeah, yeah.
Tom, you want to wrap us out?
Yes.
You do it so perfectly. Courtney, we're
Okay.
so grateful for you to have been.
Yes. Thank you so, so
Oh,
much
yeah.
for taking the time to come on and talk to us. I love this. I feel like that was, it's like just full of good random stuff,
Yeah.
Agree.
including my toddler's voice.
Agree. Agree. Thank you for having me, guys.
Fun stuff that we always get to just add in there at some point.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you next time on But First.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Stop recording.